Hey there, coin enthusiasts and treasure hunters. Imagine finding a penny in your pocket that could make you a millionaire. Sounds too good to be true. Well, stick around, because today we're diving into the incredible story of the 1952 Abraham Lincoln penny, a tiny copper coin with a jaw-dropping value of up to $3 million. Yes, you heard that right, $3 million. So grab a cup of coffee, check your change jar, and let's talk about how one little penny might just change your life. Let's kick things off with a little history. The 1952 penny was minted in San Francisco, as you might guess from the S mint mark just below the date. Back in the day, it was just another penny doing its job, buying candy, paying for bus rides, and jingling in pockets. Fast forward 70 years, and now it's a superstar in the world of rare coins. But why is it worth so much? Here's the scoop: not all 1952 pennies are created equal. For a penny to fetch that mind-blowing $3 million price tag, it needs to be in almost perfect condition. We're talking about a coin that looks like it just rolled off the mint yesterday. Experts call this MS67 red condition. Red refers to the shiny, original copper luster, and MS67 is a grading term that basically means this coin is the prom queen of pennies. Now, before you start dreaming of luxury yachts and mansions, let me give you a reality check. These pristine pennies are extremely rare. Out of millions of 1952 pennies minted, only a handful have been found in such flawless condition. But don't despair. Even if your penny isn't in tip-top shape, it could still be worth a pretty penny, pun intended. Circulated 1952 pennies in good condition can sell for anywhere from a few dollars to a couple $100. Not bad for a 1-cent investment, right? Here's a quick story for you. A few years ago, I was sorting through an old jar of coins that my grandma had stashed away in her attic. Among the nickels and dimes, there it was, a 1952 penny. My heart skipped a beat. Could this be the big one? Well, it wasn't quite a $3 million find, but I did end up selling it for $50. And let me tell you, turning a penny into $50 felt like hitting the jackpot. So, the moral of the story? Always check your coins. You never know what treasures are hiding in plain sight. Now, let's talk about how to spot a potential jackpot penny. First, look for the S mint mark under the date. If it's there, you're in the game. Next, examine the coin's condition. Is it shiny and free of scratches? Does it still have its original red luster? If yes, congratulations, you might have a winner. And if you're not sure, don't worry. There are plenty of online resources and coin grading services that can help you determine your penny's value. By the way, if your friends start calling you penny pincher after this, wear that title with pride. Who's laughing when your penny bankrolls your dream vacation? So, there you have it, folks. The 1952 Lincoln penny is proof that sometimes, the smallest things in life can bring the biggest surprises. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone who loves a good treasure hunt, this is one coin story you'll want to remember. And hey, even if you don't find a $3 million penny, the thrill of the hunt is priceless. You're digging through your couch cushions, looking for a lost TV remote, and instead, you stumble upon a 1978 penny. You shrug, toss it on the counter, and forget about it. But what if I told you that penny might just be worth $2.8 million? Yep, you heard me right, $1 million. Hi there, I'm your name, and today, we're diving into the wild world of the 1978 D mint mark Lincoln penny. Is it really worth millions? And how can you tell if yours is the jackpot? Stick around, because you won't want to miss this. So, let's talk about this 1978 D mint mark penny. First off, the D stands for the Denver Mint, where this coin was produced. Fun fact, pennies from Denver are often known for their sharp details and, you guessed it, rare errors. And rare errors? That's the golden ticket we're looking for here. Now, why would a simple copper-coated penny be worth millions? The magic lies in its errors. You see, coin collectors, or numismatists, if you want to sound fancy at parties, go nuts for coins that aren't perfect. And the 1978 D-penny? It's rumored that a handful were struck with a major minting error. We're talking about things like double dies, off-center strikes, or even a misplaced D mint mark. One of these babies allegedly sold for $2.8 million at a private auction. Yeah, I'd faint too. Here's how you can check if your penny is worth more than a trip to the vending machine. Grab a magnifying glass, or just zoom in with your phone camera. Look closely at Lincoln's profile. Does it look like he's got a twin shadow? That's a possible double die. Now check the D. Is it slightly out of place, like it partied too hard last night? Jackpot potential. Let me tell you a quick story. A few years ago, I was helping my uncle clean out his garage. Amid the dust and cobwebs, we found a jar of old coins. We laughed, thinking we'd hit the treasure trove of pennies, only to realize most of them were sticky from soda spills. But in that sticky mess, we found a 1978 penny with a weirdly sharp D. We sent it off to be appraised, and while it wasn't worth millions, it still sold for $150. Not bad for something that had been marinating in Dr. Pepper for years. Now, if you do think you've got a 1978 D penny with a rare error, here's what to do next. First, don't clean it. I know the temptation to make it shiny is strong, but coin collectors love their coins with a bit of character. Next, have it authenticated by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll give you an official grade and let you know if you've hit the jackpot. So, what's the verdict? Is the 1978 D mint mark Lincoln penny worth $2.8 million? Well, it's rare, but not impossible. The key is knowing what to look for and taking the time to get your coin appraised. Who knows? That penny rattling around in your pocket might just pay off your mortgage. Before you rush off to raid your piggy bank, make sure to hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon. I've got plenty more tips coming your way about coins that could change your life. Don't miss out. And hey, if you've ever found a rare coin or have a coin story to share, drop it in the comments below. I'd love to hear it. Well, today, we're diving into a story so wild, it'll make you rethink every penny you've ever tossed into a jar. Imagine this. A 1980 Abraham Lincoln penny with no mint mark, worth a jaw-dropping $2.5 million. Yes, you heard that right, million. Grab your penny jars and let's see if you're sitting on a fortune. Spoiler alert, you might want to call a bank, but not for the reasons you think. You've probably seen tons of Lincoln pennies in your lifetime, but have you ever stopped to really look at them? If your 1980 penny is missing that tiny mint mark under the date, you could be in for the shock of a lifetime. But hold on, why is this little coin so valuable? Here's the scoop: mint marks indicate where a coin was made. Usually, you'd see a D for Denver or an S for San Francisco. But no mint mark. That's the unicorn of the coin world. In 1980, the U.S. Mint accidentally released a batch of Lincoln pennies without a mint mark. It's like finding a golden ticket, but instead of Willy Wonka, you're meeting Benjamin Franklin, in stacks. Now, let's talk numbers. Most no mint mark pennies are cool collectibles, sure, but one of these gems recently sold for $2.5 million at auction. That's enough to buy a house, a fancy car, and still have enough left over for a lifetime supply of coffee, or avocado toast, if that's your thing. That I remember the first time I got serious about coin hunting. My grandma's old coin jar sat in a dusty corner for years. One day, curiosity got the better of me, and I decided to sort through it. No million-dollar finds, yet, but I did uncover a penny from 1943 made of steel. Turns out, it's worth a decent chunk of change too. Who knew Grandma was secretly sitting on a mini treasure chest? Anyway, back to the 1980 no mint mark penny. If you're wondering how to identify one, here's what you do: grab a magnifying glass, or just zoom in with your phone camera, and check under the date. If there's no mint mark, congratulations, you might have a rare find. But don't rush to cash it in just yet. Coins in top-notch condition fetch the big bucks, so make sure yours isn't too scratched up. Think of it like the difference between a brand new phone and one that's been dropped a lot. Always get your rare coins certified by a professional grading service. It's like getting a diploma for your penny, instant credibility. And don't let anyone lowball you. A coin worth $2.5 million deserves the royal treatment, so, there you have it. The humble Lincoln penny could be your golden ticket to financial freedom. It's time to raid those coin jars, dig through couch cushions, and maybe even take a second look at the change you get from the store. Who knows? Your next trip to the gas station could end up funding your dream vacation. Before you go, let me ask you this. What would you do with $2.5 million from a single penny? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're as fascinated by the world of rare coins as I am, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I've got tons more tips, stories, and strategies coming your way to help you spot coins worth big bucks. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. Bam, you spot a penny that could be worth a jaw-dropping $2 million. Yes, you heard that right. Today, we're diving into the story of the 2016 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny, a little copper coin that's making big waves in the coin world. Stick around, because I'll not only share how to spot one of these rare gems but also give you some tips on how to turn your spare change into serious cash. Let's get started, so let's get the basics out of the way. The 2016 Lincoln penny was part of a run minted to commemorate Honest Abe himself, but here's the kicker, a few of these pennies were struck without a mint mark. Normally, pennies minted in Philadelphia don't have a mint mark, but this specific batch has some quirks that make it incredibly rare and valuable. So, why $2 million? Well, it all boils down to a combination of rarity, condition, and some good old numismatic buzz. One of these beauties sold at auction for a mind-blowing $2 million. That's enough to buy a house, a fancy car, and still have plenty left over for more coffee. Here's how to check if you have one. First, grab a magnifying glass or use your phone's camera zoom. We're not cavemen here. Look at the obverse side of the penny, where Abraham Lincoln's profile is. Check the bottom right area, near the year 2016. If there's no D or S mint mark, you might have something interesting. Now, hold your horses. Not every no mint mark 2016 penny is worth millions. The real jackpot is when the coin is in near perfect condition. Collectors call this MS-70, or mint state 70. It basically means the coin looks like it just rolled off the press yesterday. Even minor scratches or discoloration can knock the value down significantly. Here's a quick tip, keep your coins in a soft cloth or a protective sleeve. Trust me, the last thing you want is to accidentally scratch a potential $1 million penny by tossing it into a jar with your grocery store receipts. Alright, time for a little story. A friend of mine, let's call him Dave, found a no-mint mark penny while cleaning out his car. At first, he thought it was just regular loose change. But then he remembered watching a video, like this one, about valuable pennies. Long story short, he got it appraised and sold it for a tidy 5-figure sum. Now, Dave's driving a car that doesn't break down every other week, thanks to that penny. Moral of the story: always check your change. You never know what treasures might be hiding in plain sight. Now, let's talk market trends. Why are collectors willing to shell out so much for these pennies? It's all about supply and demand. With only a handful of these no-mint mark coins known to exist, they're like the unicorns of the coin world. And when a high-profile sale like that $2 million auction happens, it drives up interest. Everyone suddenly wants one, which pushes the prices even higher. But here's the thing, don't get discouraged if your 2016 penny isn't the holy grail. Even regular, rare coins can fetch hundreds or thousands of dollars. That's still a huge return on a 1-cent investment, right? So, there you have it. The 2016 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny is proof that big things really do come in small packages. Next time you're counting change, give those pennies a closer look. Who knows? You might just strike it rich. And if you've learned something new today, or if you're already digging through your coin jar, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I've got plenty more tips and tricks to help you uncover valuable coins and make some serious money from home. I've got something super exciting to talk about today. You know, I love a good story about finding hidden treasures, but what if I told you that you could be holding a coin worth $1 million, and it's just sitting in your pocket right now? Sounds crazy, right? But trust me, it's real. Stick around, because today, we're talking about a very special penny, the 2017 D. Abraham Lincoln penny. If you think your pennies are just worth a cent, think again. Let's dive in. Okay, so let's set the stage here. We all know Abraham Lincoln's face is stamped on the penny. But the 2017 D penny? Oh, this one's got some serious value if you've got the right one. You see, most of the 2017 pennies are pretty standard, just your run-of-the-mill change. But in the world of rare coins, there's always that one exception that bucks the trend. Now, this penny, this 2017 D. Lincoln penny, has been making waves because of a very rare error that happened during its minting process. Not all of them have this error, but if you've got one, you could be sitting on a goldmine. The mistake involves a slight misalignment in the design that gives the coin a unique, distinct appearance. It's called a double die error, and it can make your penny look a little different. Here's where things get wild. A single 2017 D penny with this error has been known to fetch up to $1 million. Yes, you heard me right. A penny. $1 million. You can find some on eBay, but most of them are being held by collectors, just waiting for the right buyer to come along. And guess what? People are willing to pay top dollar for these rarities. So, if you've got a 2017 D. Lincoln penny that looks a little off, congratulations, you might have a rare find on your hands that I'm sure some of you are sitting there thinking, okay, sounds great, but how do I actually know if I've got one of these $1 million pennies? Well, let me tell you. First off, check the details of the penny. If you see that the lettering or the image of Lincoln looks a bit doubled or out of place, that's your first sign. You might want to get it checked out by a professional or take it to a coin dealer who can give you an expert opinion. Let me share a personal story. A while ago, I was going through a bunch of old change I found in the back of my drawer. You know the drawer, where you toss all the random coins that never seem to make it back into your wallet? Well, I found this old penny that looked a little funny. I didn't think much of it at first. I just tossed it in my probably not worth much pile. But one night, I was watching a coin auction video, no joke, and I saw someone selling a penny with a double die error that looked exactly like the one I had found. My heart skipped a beat. I ran to that drawer faster than a kid on Christmas morning. Turns out, it was just a normal penny, but the thrill of that moment was worth more than any coin I could ever sell. That said, the lesson here is simple: never underestimate the potential of what you might have in your pocket. Sometimes, a simple penny can turn into a jackpot. And it doesn't just have to be the 2017 D, there are other coins out there that could be worth more than you think. So, keep an eye out, and remember, what seems like a tiny, insignificant coin might be the key to your next big payday. So, what's the takeaway here? If you've got a 2017 D. Lincoln penny, give it a good look. Check for that error, and if you find it, you could be holding on to a treasure worth a cool $1 million. Just remember, collecting coins is all about paying attention to the details and staying curious about the possibilities. Who knows? You might be the next person to stumble upon a rare coin that changes your life. If you love the idea of finding hidden gems and learning more about coins that could be worth a fortune, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. Trust me, you don't want to miss out on more tips and strategies that could help you turn your pocket change into a serious investment. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting. See you next time. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your fellow coin-obsessed friends, and of course, subscribe for more insider tips on coins that could make you rich. Catch you in the next video, where we dive into more of the coolest, most valuable coins out there. Don't miss it.